Tonight, we fix history 12 70s rock bands with the songs, the chops, and the bad luck. No filler, no repeats. If you only know the radio winners, you're missing the real story. By the end, you'll have a new favorite band and receipts to prove it. Before metal had its rule book, Budgie were already kicking it down. A Welsh power trio with riffs thick as ship rope and song titles that winked. In the grip of a tire fitter's hand, they turned heaviness into a sprint. Bread Fan. From the 1973 album, Never Turn Your Back on a Friend, the one with the Roger Dean cover drives like a freight train with a sense of humor. Metallica's later cover quietly kept Budgie's name alive for a new generation. But the originals have a wiry speed and eccentric charm you can't copy. If you love the moment where hard rock mutates into something faster and stranger, Budgie are your missing link. Question: which Budgie riff makes you hit repeat, Bread Fan or Parents? Bill Nelson wasn't just a guitarist, he was a designer of sound. Be-Bop Deluxe took the elegance of glam, blended it with art rock curiosity, and wrote actual songs you could whistle. Ships in the Night gave them a real UK hit, and the album Sunburst Finish still shimmers sleek, literate, and radio-friendly without losing brain cells. Nelson's guitar lines are precise but playful, like they're sketching neon in the air. Like a cloud without a sky, like a tree with no... If Bowie's sophistication and Thin Lizzy's bite met at a late-night cafe, you'd get this band. Do you hear them more as glam adjacent or proto new wave? Before Glenn Hughes brought his pipes and bass to Deep Purple, he learned to fly here. Trapeze were a muscular, soulful, hard rock trio that could be as heavy as a hammer and as elastic as funk. The album Medusa is the sweet spot. Wide open drums, sinuous bass, and a singer who could roar and croon without strain. Produced by John Lodge of the Moody Blues and released on Threshold, it sounds expensive even when it's raw. You can hear future stadium rock in embryo, grooves first, fireworks second. If you love the idea of cream with more pocket, start here. Honest question, does Seafull hit you harder than Medusa or vice versa? America had its own clever, razor-tight art rockers. They just didn't always get the spotlight. Crack the Sky's 1975 debut turned heads for a reason. Wiry guitars, sardonic lyrics, and arrangements that snap into place like clockwork. Ice is the postcard, cool, clever, and chorus strong. Critics raved, cult fans swore by them, and if you like your rock polished but not plastic, think Steely Dan's brain with a prog heart. This is a gold mine. They wrote songs like they built bridges, engineered, elegant, still capable of carrying a crowd. Quick poll, which other U.S. cult band from 75, 78 belongs beside them? Utopia, City Boy, or someone we missed? power pop hooks with a hard rock jacket. That's Starz. Managed by the same camp that handled Kiss, they had the songs, the looks, and the road miles. Cherry Baby is the gateway, a radio-ready chorus, chugging guitars, and just enough swagger to live next door to Cheap Trick and Foreigner. The problem? They fell into the crack between styles. Too heavy for pop purists, too pop for headbangers. Today, that's the sweet spot. If you're hunting the DNA of 80s radio rock, Starz are a blueprint. Real talk, is Cherry Baby a top 10 70s sing-along chorus, or am I overhyping it? That phone number hook is no gimmick. It's Mutt Lange level earworm science. City Boy were precision pop rock craftsmen, tight harmonies, guitar sparkle, and clever lyric twists. 5.7.0.5 gave them real chart traction, and the album Book Early glows with studio finesse. Listen to how the verses step up in tension before that chorus explodes. Classic Lange dynamics. If you ever wish 10cc wrote a straightforward hit, you could blast with the windows down. This is it. Vote with your ears. Better phone number jam. This or Tommy Tutone's 867-5309. Jenny. If you know, you know. Ollie Halsall, one of the most outrageous, fluid, and melodic British guitarists of the era, trapped in a cult band that didn't chase the charts. Pato fused jazz dexterity with rock muscle, loose in feel, scary in execution. When you were young, strong, and feel, and a man. The Man is a showcase for Halsall's Whiplash runs, but the whole Pato album, produced by Muff Winwood, proves they could turn improvisatory fire into songs that stick. Imagine Zappa's agility minus the smirk, or early Santana's energy with English eccentricity. Guitar heads, where does Halsall land on your all-time underrated list? Rock history often forgets the bands that cracked the code and crossed the lines. Mother's Finest did both, an interracial group from Atlanta, blending funk spine with hard rock crunch. Joyce, Baby Gene Kennedy, is a force of nature, and Baby Love should sit in the same conversation as Heart and Bad Company radio staples. Live, they were lethal. On record, they were tight and fearless when radio programmers weren't. If you want to hear the road that later led to Living Colour, or even the heaviest side of Prince's bands, this is a crucial stop. Question for you, which track best shows their punch? Baby Love, Mickey's Monkey, or Rain? A song so perfect it outran its chart peak, Peter Parrott's drawl, John Perry's laser-cut guitar line, and a lyric that sounds like addiction and romance dancing on the same ledge. This is lightning in a bottle. Think I'm on another world with you. It didn't break big in '78, but it refused to die. Reissues, ads, covers, and a critical afterlife turned it into a standard. The only ones were never quite punk, never quite power pop. They were romantic fatalism with a backbeat. I don't find it irritating. You always play to win, but Put it in your all-time singles list and dare anyone to fight you. Your turn. First time you heard that opening guitar lick, instant love, right? Clean lines, soaring melody, total clarity of purpose. Airport feels like the late 70s in 3 minutes, a bittersweet hook, gleaming guitars, and a chorus shaped for massive airplay. You got a smiling face, you took the one I love so far away. The Motors came out of the pub rock, post-duck rock world, but wrote with pop elegance. Less bar band grit, more widescreen drama. The track's arrangement is a masterclass in restraint. Every part knows its job. You've got a smiling face. You took my lady to another place. If you love Squeeze and the Pretenders, you'll hear Cousins here. If you're new to them, start with Approved by the Motors and tell me the moment that chorus lodges in your head. Proof that bitterness can sound beautiful. Starry Eyes, here written in the heat of a label dispute, takes a kiss-off letter and turns it into one of Power Pop's ultimate sing-alongs. Jangle guitars, immaculate harmonies, and a rhythm section that moves the song forward without pushing. This is Power Pop's platonic ideal. The records never got to cash the cultural checks this song should have written for them, but its influence is everywhere from college radio to modern indie. Serious question, is this the best British power pop single of the 70s, or do you crown Another Girl, Another Planet? Some cult bands feel regional because a region claimed them. In San Antonio and pockets of the U.S., Legs Diamond were legends. Precision twin guitar hard rock with big choruses and zero filler. Stage Fright, from their self-titled debut on Mercury, is the essence. Crisp riffs, muscular rhythm, and a chorus that opens like a parachute. They should have been opening for or headlining with the big radio titans of 77-79. If you crave the spot between Thin Lizzy's finesse and early Journey's bite, this is home base. What's your gateway? Stage Fright, Satin Peacock, or Come With Me. The journey doesn't end here, Rock Warrior. Watch this next.